Hey, what's going on, guys? Lasso Custom Offsets. Today, Rainey and I are going to be sitting down to go over another head-to-head with you guys. It's been a hot minute.
It has.
If you guys like seeing this series, definitely make sure you guys let us know down in the comment section below. Blow this video up. We're also doing another giveaway, so you guys can pick up this t-shirt in blue, black, gray. There's like a hoodie coming out that holds your beer. There's a long sleeve.
There's a hoodie that holds your beer?
Yeah.
I need to get one.
Yeah, like there's all sorts of stuff. All you guys have to do is purchase one of these. They're all sick. Gets you a chance to win a free set of wheels and tires. Any size, any model, anything. Finish, size, everything. Pretty sick.
It's hard to say no to that.
All right, first up on our list, one of our videographers actually made this, so this should be very interesting. First round's gonna be affordably built Fords. So we're gonna take a look at two trucks, pick which one we think's better. First up on the left is gonna be a 1984 Ford F-150 Pro Comp Series 6.9 in 16x10, negative 25 offset. BFGoodrich all-terrain TA KO2s and a 285/75 and a rough country suspension lift of 4 inches.
It's a clean and simple truck. If you're into like the retro, like period correct builds.
Yeah, the like retro paint job on this, I actually really like. I normally don't like a lot of two-tones, and normally if there's way too many colors going on, I think it's too much, but I think this is really, really done well. It's a rough country 4-inch, no rubbing, no scrubbing, no trimming, no spacers, and a built HO302.
Oh, 302.
302. All right, well, that's about all we got to say. Take a look at a couple photos. It just looks like one of those nice weekend cruisers you might take out.
That's a truck that never seen a field, which there's nothing wrong with that before anyone cries about it. It's just super clean.
Yeah, it's very, well, I don't know, he's off pavement a little bit right
Whoa.
here. All right, that's the one on the left. Let's go over the one on the right. 1974 Ford F-250, Weld Racing Typhoons in a 17x10, negative 24 offset. Amp Mud Terrain Attack MTAs in a 35 12.5 rough country suspension lift of 4 inches. So both sitting on a 4-inch rough country suspension lift. A couple details, no rubbing, no scrubbing, no trimming, and this one actually has 2-inch spacers.
It's a nice setup. I mean, like it's aggressive, but not like our trucks.
Right.
That's like the old school aggressive truck.
Right.
I already got my choice.
I already got my choice as well. Ready? 3, 2, 1, right.
Yep.
Yeah.
That F-250's clean. I like the old school Fords like that, and being a regular cabin red, it just screams like a fun weekend, cruiser.
Yeah, absolutely. I dig the Weld Racing Typhoons. There's been an iconic wheel. 17 is a little large for what I expected this guy to go with, but I think it still works. Where this guy, he had his 16x10s, which is a really tough decision, but I think overall the body style on the 74 I dig more than the 84, and I think just overall it turned out really well. Everything flows really nicely.
Yeah.
You got your chrome welds.
Plus those 2-inch spacers just give it, 2 inches of being out of the fender well. It looks hot.
Alrighty, so obviously as we go on, you guys can let us know down in the comment section below whether you guys prefer left or right. Hopping into the next round, this is going to be fully built Chevys.
We'll see how good he picks.
Yeah. All right, first one on the left, 1977 Chevy K10 pickup, XD Xd132s and a 17x9 negative 12 offset. Radar Renegade R7s and a 35 12.5 and a Tuff country suspension lift of 4 inches. Hopping into some details, 4-inch Tuff country lift, no rubbing or scrubbing, no trimming. This guy's got 1.5-inch spacers all the way around.
Not too aggressive.
Thing is kind of clean.
This is one of those trucks that looks like, a retro throwback with a little bit of modern touches, but it has like some stupid big motor in it, like King Long travel setup. Like that's the vibe I get from it.
Yeah, I think especially like these photos out in like the mountains and such fit the vibe of this truck. Look at that dash. Like this man put in some work. It looks like he's got way more done than he's actually letting us know about. His photos scream that everything is touched on this truck. Nothing in the details though. Those Radar Renegades look nice. The XDs actually pull this off really nicely. I wouldn't expect it.
Oh!
I think the color scheme and everything is
Engine
so
shots.
good.
We need some.
Yeah.
Click his Instagram. Damn.
Sorry, page isn't available.
I seen the first photo and I was like, okay, like it's an old Chevy, but like the more you go through the photos, you're like, ooh, this is a truck that's in the details.
That thing's hot. On the right, we got a 1969 Chevy C10 pickup, billet specialty daggers in a 20x8.5, 0 offset, Nitto NT420 S's in a 255/50 and an Accuair air suspension.
This is hard because I had a C10 step side, a 76, and I really like it.
TPP 2.5 drop spindles front, 3-inch lowering blocks in the rear, Beltec lowered shocks, CPP front and rear sway bars, CPP adjustable pan head bar. There's just way too much to go over. There's a lot here. That was just in the suspension. That wasn't even like look at that. All sorts of stuff.
And that's before you get the air ride and all that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Plus the stereo, the custom interior, the built 327.
Yeah.
See, the problem I have with lowered C10s, they all look the same.
Yeah.
Right? Like, okay, you can
There's your engine shot.
just in the wrong vehicle. You can, you know, you can make it look nice, and the interior looks nice. It just looks like it's out of Nick's truck. Not to say it's bad by any means, but I definitely don't think this would really grab my attention at the show. Granted, yes, it's a lot of work. I just doesn't have that unique touch like the other truck did, you know, where it's got like the custom interior that's like one-off with the gold and like.
Yeah. You ready?
Yep.
All right. 3, 2, 1, left.
I would assume by a pretty marginal amount. I mean,
Yeah.
like, this is dope, and I'd love to build one, but that thing's just hard to beat. I mean, it's...
Yeah, I think you said it perfectly a little while ago, you know, from the custom hood to that custom interior to the gauge cluster, you know, with the panel,
like,
the grill, the everything.
Even the step bars are they're dimple dyed. Like, the subtle details are always overlooked, and when they're hit, the truck or car usually looks simple, but then like when you get up close, you're like, ooh,
Yeah.
not so much.
Yeah, I think, like you said, you know, the one-off interior and everything else that's so custom, not over the top, really persuade me, so.
Very well done.
3/4 tons, didn't really give much more than that, so. All right, let's hop into it. First up, 2012 GMC Sierra 3500 HD, Soda AWOL 22x12s, -51. Remember when those hit the market? That was insane.
Oh yeah.
Nitto Ridge Crap Lift 35 12.5 and a BDS suspension lift of 6.5 inches. 6.5 inch BDS coilover setup with 5-inch blocks in the back on airbags. No rubbing or scrubbing, minor plastic trimming. Cut about 3 inches into the front bumper cover and pulled the inner fender liner forward to trim the bumper cover and fasten.
It's your pretty typical Wisconsin diesel truck build.
Yeah.
Wheels, tires, a couple odds and ends, and
yeah,
tires are in.
Looks pretty decent. Next up on the right, we got a 2015 Chevy Silverado 3500 HD as well. Archon Off-Road Lincolns in a 2414 -81. Toyo Open Country MTs in a 40x15.5. A Cognito suspension lift of 12 inches. This baby's a little bit larger. No rubbing or scrubbing because he's huge. Minor metal trimming, so that's why he doesn't rub or scrub. Just kidding. 1.5 inch spacers in the front as well. None in the rear.
Interesting why they're doing the spacers in the front versus the rear. I don't know if that's just the way the kit's set up or not.
Details deleted and tuned by Corey Willis. 5-inch Flow Pro exhaust with rear axle dump, air ride bags, kryptonite front end kit, horn blasters train horn, fast pump, and Linkswell Gen 4 12.1-inch touch screen. Is that a long bed?
Yeah, it's a screw cap schlong bed.
That's a I can't even say it. All right.
It's a cult following. You'll get it one day.
Yeah, when I get a long bed, I'm gonna buy yours. All right, you ready?
Really?
No.
Damn.
You ready?
Oh yeah.
3, 2, 1, right.
You know, it's a culmination of like the big lift, being able to get 40s to fit, even with like a little bit of metal trimming. You know, the tune, the delete, the touch screen, like all those little odds and ends made it that much better.
Yeah, I think you and I are in the same boat of just loving huge, big trucks. This guy went the extra length, and like you said, you know, 40s to fit on GM period is not easy. So, all right, next up on our list is Wild. I don't know what that means, but let's hop to it. 2012 Ford F-150 RBP Forged Zions in a 28x16 on an F-150. Impressive. -103 offset. Mark Madarker. Bulletproof suspension lift of greater than 12 inches. This thing is rowdy for a F-150.
This thing's got to be slow.
Yeah. Bulletproof suspension lift, 14-inch kit. Front coilovers, rear reservoir shocks, SoFlow custom made traction bars, full powder coated suspension, no rubbing or scrubbing because it's huge, no trimming, 2-inch spacers, 2017 Raptor Fiberworks front end swap, 2017 Raptor Fiberworks bedside swap, dual spoiler sunroofs, suede headliner, leather wrapped seats, dash, console, door, panels, 28x16s. You already told us about those. 12-inch sundown.
He's got a bunch of stereo stuff.
Yeah.
GS18s, DV drivers, you know, the good money into audio. Yeah, he's got good money into everything. That's rowdy though. Like, that's a lot of.
It's wild.
A lot of extra.
There's the old Chummins next. You ready?
Oh, the old chums. Watch.
2017. We know this truck. 2017 Ram 2500 hardcore off-road HC15 26x14 -76 for your off-road country hunter MT 40 by 15.5. McGoy suspension lift to 12 inches, 10 to 12 inch lift, light rub at full turn, no trimming, no spacers, nothing else done to it. That's a lie. He just doesn't have it listed. Paint to match. Obviously everything's powder coated. Blystone 799 if you guys want to look him up. It's in like that teal. He's got vinyl on the side in teal.
He's got the 5th gen tails, the Morimoto heads. I think the problem we're falling into though is Chalk wanted to throw this one in for me. Now, I'm gonna be honest, not that wild. Like, it is. It's a big truck.
Yeah.
But it's not that wild. Unfortunately, like, it is. To the average person, it's wild. But, like, I think for us, like, that, it's a nice truck. But, like, that F-150 with, like, a 4th inch lift or whatever on 40s is wild.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough.
No. If we're basing it off wild, it will not be tough.
All right, well, let's see what you got to say. 3, 2, 1, left.
That's just a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Big. It's like a tonk truck. The big bumpers, the big drop cross member, the 28, the Fiberworks fenders.
I think if he didn't do like all the Fiberworks work in like the front end conversion, and it was just like a F-150 sitting on a 14-inch kit with 28. It would look weird,
but clean.
But clean, but it also wouldn't be under that wild.
Yeah.
They would be evenly matched, and we probably would have ended up picking the Cummins because they were like the same. This thing only blows the Cummins out of the water only because of how crazy it is.
But it's cool though, because he touched literally everything except for the headlights and the grill.
FKN Gold Strike. This is Instagram. You should, if you're watching, we sell more motos, headlights.
Let's do it. That actually looks pretty rowdy on there too.
Yeah. Oh my God. All right, last up on our list for today's video is gonna be SUVs. So we got a 1977 Chevy K5 Blazer, fuel cleavers, 20x12, -44 offset, Cooper Discoverers, and a 37, 13.5, and a suspension lift 4 inches.
Man, do either one of these really classify as an SUV? I don't know if they do.
Not really, but we're gonna run with it. No rubbing or scrubbing, fenders rolled and trimming. Hey, you roll fenders, no spacers, LS swap, 4-wheel disc brakes, 1-ton axle swap, front and rear lockers.
What if this dude like actually off-road this? Like, that's the typical mod you would do to off-road something.
Took the back off in that photo. This thing actually looks kind of rowdy.
That's why I want one. Kind of want to do like the junior thing, but actually have the top off thing.
Yeah, what you should do is go out and get a K5 Blazer and put a
do.
Ford motor in it.
Whoa.
That way you and Junior can chow.
But should I do like a 2.7 EcoBoost?
I like this one where he's like posted up on the beach. You know, he's got his top off. This thing would be sick to take to the beach.
If we had cool beaches.
Yeah, we don't have cool beaches, so. On the right, we got a 1973 International Scout American Racing Baja 16x8, 0 offset, Super Swamper IROX in the 40x13.5, and a suspension with 4 inches as well. No spacers, Dodge Dana 60 front axle, GM corporate 14-bolt rear axle.
You ever think that maybe this Scout might be owned by Josh from Trailbuilt?
4-inch leaf suspension lift.
Just saying.
And 3-inch body.
It's literally called Scout and Josh. There's no way it's not his.
It's not his.
What? No way. Rip you.
It's not, because his is a cream, not a silver.
No, it used to be silver.
His interior's not that nice.
No, those are probably old photos from like 2000.
Oh wait, that's at that farm. That's at that farm that they always go to every year.
Yeah.
That he used to go with Sean.
Pretty sure that's his.
Well, the more you know. All right, so yeah.
There's no, he's not, because he's on the International.
Okay, well, I guess we got Josh from Trailbelt Scout on the right, and we got the K5 Blazer on the left. Let's get this over with. 3, 2, 1, left. Sorry, Josh.
Josh's is cool. 40s are a little bit much though for like, I don't know, taking the top off and throwing a dog in there and the wife and going free.
Yeah.
So I think that would be the best one. It's a little bit more mild, but like, you go cruising in it. I fuck with that.
I think I dig it just because of this,
That,
how clean
that
it.
photo.
Well, one, that photo. I'm a beach guy. I love beaches, but also like
Big beach guy.
big beach guy. I think a K5 Blazer would be sick to have, and
it's LS
also
swap.
like and it's LS swap. And I think just overall, if we're looking at custom offsets as a like show basis, you could do your off-road, but also pull up to a show
Yeah.
at like a clean like LTN or like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right, guys, that's what we got for you guys on today's episode of Head to Head. Once again, if you guys enjoy this series, definitely let us know down in the comment section below. Also, if you guys want to be featured on Head to Head FTG Valley Gallery, we got multiple series now where we feature your guys' trucks. You guys just have to add it to our gallery. Who knows, you might make it on the video. See you guys on the next one.